Alright, what's going on, everybody? We are live for the final game of the wild card round. We got the Vikings and the Rams today. Winner will play the Eagles in the divisional round. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We got the Vikings and Rams today. Let me pull up the comments. But welcome to the stream. Let me know who you guys have winning. I've got the Vikings by a score of 30-20. So I'm just hoping for another good game. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Alright, Vikings or Rams, there's the poll. Be sure to vote. I've got the Vikings by a score of 30-20. That was the score. Actually, I think that's the score I said. But that was the score the Vikings beat the Rams by back in week 8, I think. Week 8 or week 9. Let me check my exact score. Give me 1 second. You got the Rams 27-24. Okay. I can definitely see that. The Vikings, they need a bounce back game after last week. What did I say 30-24 then? Or 30-20? I'm not sure, but maybe I got the Vikings 24-16. Sorry, I know I said 30-20. Oh, okay, that's what I said. Yeah, but the first game between these teams, 30-20 Rams. I got this one going the other way. I've got the Vikings winning this one by a score of 24-16. I think their offense will play better than they did last week against the Lions. I think their defense will be pretty solid. And I just don't think the Rams' defense is great. But, I mean, obviously Sam Darnold needs to play a lot better. Last week he was terrible in what was probably the biggest game of his career. So, need him to be better this week. Let's see, what was Sam Darnold last week, besides not good? Let me check his stats. But welcome to the stream, everybody. Be sure to vote in the poll for who you guys think will win. But last week, Darnold went 18 for 41 for 166 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, was sacked twice. That was a season low in yards, and also his worst completion percentage of the season. But the Rams and the Vikings face off here. The game moved to Arizona due to the wildfires in California, obviously. Hopefully everyone affected by the wildfires is okay. The Vikings, they're 14-3. The Rams are 10-7. I don't know why the... What was I saying now? I don't know why. I don't remember. Yeah, we got the Vikings at 14-3. They're the 5 seed. The Rams are the 4 seed. And the winner will play the Eagles next week in the divisional round. Thanks to the Commanders upsetting the Buccaneers last night. So far, results in the poll, 67% of you guys said the Vikings will win, 33% have said the Rams. I've got the Vikings by a score of 24-16. But I'm also just hoping for another good game. Got a good one last night. Commanders won 23-20 on a walk-off field goal. I think this one should be pretty good as well. Game just started. It hasn't quite started yet. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Game will start in the next couple minutes. I've got the Vikings 24-16. Rams beat the Vikings earlier in the season. That was one of 3 Viking losses. They actually lost back-to-back games against the Lions and Rams. But then they went on a winning streak before they lost to the Lions again. That would be weird if it's the same losses in a row. Or 2 in a row. Excited but also nervous for this one. I think it'll be a great game though. Yeah, I hope it's a good game. Yeah, that's definitely understandable. Kind of how I've been for Notre Dame in the college football playoff. Big Notre Dame fan for those of you who don't know that. I've been really excited to see them play, but been worried about them a lot. Now they get one more in the national championship game. Yeah, I hope it's a great game. A lot of the playoff games have been blowouts so far. We've seen just one score game. The Chargers and Texans, that was 32-12. The Ravens and Steelers wasn't close, 28-14. The Bills destroyed the Broncos 31-7. The Eagles-Packers was closer. It was a 12-point game, but still wasn't even that good. Before finally a good one last night, 23-20. But I mean, you look ahead to the divisional round games; those should be pretty good. Lions Commanders could be fun with those 2 offenses. Chiefs Texans was close a few weeks ago, almost a month ago now. Ravens Bills should be really fun, and Eagles and either Vikings or Commanders could be good as well. I was streaming every playoff game. Now, there's actually been talk about the NFL potentially changing their playoff format because they don't like how the Vikings had the second best record in the NFC, or tied for the second best record in the NFC, but now have to go on the road for the playoffs. I would not like that. I really like how they have the playoffs. You need some kind of reward for winning your division, not just you get to make the playoffs, because most years, if you're good enough to win your division, you're good enough to make the playoffs. If it was just seeded 1 through 7. You got the Vikings 27-23. Okay, I can understand that. Yeah, I think the Vikings will get a bounce back game here. Their offense will actually score a touchdown this time. Can definitely go either way. Obviously, we saw the Rams beat the Vikings earlier in the season, but can definitely go either way. But I think the Vikings. I just don't think the Rams defense is too great. I think the Vikings offense plays better. The Vikings defense is still really good. You get the Vikings 50-0. Waiting for them to come back from commercial. Game should start within the next couple minutes. I think the Vikings are an unpredictable team. Yeah, that can be. It's going to be very close. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, Vikings, they can be unpredictable at times. I mean, nobody really expected them to become this good. But, yeah, I mean, it really can go either way. I think this should be a very close game. Also, why did they say the game's going to start at 8 o'clock? If it's so 8:15, they haven't started yet. They've been starting the playoff games at about 10 minutes after they've started, or said they were going to start. Well, they're around 15 after, and still nothing. But welcome to the stream, everybody. Be sure to vote in the poll. So far, 67% said the Vikings, 33% said the Rams. I also pull out in the community tab of my channel. You guys can be sure to look for polls, updates, anything like that. And on that poll, let me check it. On that poll, 52% said the Vikings, 48% said the Rams. Yeah, it can definitely go either way. Um, we do know all the better teams have moved on, so we'll find out if the Vikings are for real. That is true. But, well, all except one home team has moved on. Although technically, the Rams, they're the home team, although not playing at home. Um, I believe it'll start good for the Vikes and then start to lose momentum in the second half, win barely. I can understand that. But the Rams will get the ball first here to start this game. This is the Rams team. Won the Super Bowl a few years ago. Although, a lot of new faces on this team from that team, although still got some key experience. Matthew Stafford, the oldest quarterback in the playoffs. But the Vikings go off, and off we go here. The kick is touchback, and will come out to the 30. Final game of the wildcard round. Winner will play the Eagles. Matthew Stafford is 4-4 in his playoff career, averaging 308 passing yards per game, 15 touchdowns, 6 picks, and won Super Bowl 56 with the Rams a few years ago. Rams made the playoffs last year, only to lose to the Lions, obviously Stafford's former team. But we got a 1st and 10 here from the 30. Stafford under center. Kyren Williams is the back. Stafford looks to throw here. Has time. Zips one downfield that is caught by Nacua inside Vikings territory. And very quickly, the Vikings 43-yard line. A great start for the Rams. 27 yards on the completion. Dallas fired McCarthy. Yeah, I saw that. I mean, I would have been surprised if they brought him back. I mean, he has not been good. But, yeah, they fired him. Well, technically his contract ran out, but yeah, he won't be back. Yet they blocked him from interviewing with the Bears a few days ago. Doesn't make sense. Nothing the Cowboys does ever make sense. Handoff here to Kyren Williams up the middle for a gain of about a yard. Rams offense, they're scoring 21.6 points per game, which is 20th in the NFL. Kyren Williams, 16 scrimmage touchdowns, that is 5th most in the NFL. And Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp are combining for 149 receiving yards per game. Definitely one of the better receiver duos in the NFL. 2nd and 9, here for the Rams. From the 42, Stafford under center. Now they'll shift into the shotgun. Stafford and shotgun. Williams to his back, or to his right. Stafford looks to throw. Throwing one downfield. That is. Oh, what a catch to the 20-yard line for Tyler Higbee. What a catch for Higbee. 1st down Rams. They're looking really good here to start this game. The ball actually bounces out, but he's never hits the ground. But a great catch for Higbee puts the ball on the 19-yard line. Stafford under center. Nacua in motion. Off play action. Stafford looks to throw. Sets up the screen here for Nacua. Makes a man miss in the backfield. And is taken down for a loss of about a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. This is the Vikings defense, 5th in the NFL, along 19.5 points per game. Between last year and this year, under Brian Flores, blitz on 44% of pass plays, which is highest percentage in the NFL. And edge rushers Jonathan Grenard and Andrew Van Ginkel both selected to the Pro Bowl. So we got a 2nd and 11 here for the Rams from the Vikings 20. Stafford and shotgun back to his right. Higbee motions out wide. Vikings bring pressure. Stafford gets rid of it. That is caught for a gain of about 3. to Higbee. His second catch here this first drive. And it brings up third and about 7. Tyler Higbee's played in just 3 games this year, missed the first 14 with a torn ACL and MCL, which he suffered in the playoffs of last year's game, or last year's wildcard round against the Lions. The Vikings, they blitz a lot on first and second down, although not quite as much on third down. This is a 3rd and 7. Stafford and shotgun back to his left. The Vikings, they show blitz. Play clock winding down, and Rams are forced to use timeout. So the Rams call a timeout with the play clock at 0. 11:24 to go in the opening quarter. But the Rams call a timeout, a 3rd and 7 here with 11:24 to go in the opening quarter. The Rams have scored just 30 points in the first quarter, which is second fewest in the NFL. On 3rd and 7, Stafford and shotgun with the back to his left. Vikings bring 5. Stafford has time, throws to the outside. It's caught by Kyren Williams, and he is diving towards a first down. He is going to be spotted out of bounds about a yard short of the line to gain. So it'll be 4th and 1. Rams can keep the offense out there and go for it here on this 4th and short. The Rams, the second best team on 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1 in the NFL. Stafford under center, play clock winding down. Nakua comes in motion, and they got a free play here. They got him to jump off sides. First down for the Rams. The Vikings jump. Rams get a free 5 yards. And the Rams get him to jump off sides on 4th and short. So that sets the Rams up 1st and goal on the Viking 5-yard line with 10.5 minutes to go in the first quarter, a little bit over. From the 5, Stafford under center, Kyren Williams is the back. Nakua comes in motion. Off play action, Stafford rolls to his left. Stafford directs traffic, throws to the end zone for a touchdown. Kyren Williams makes the catch, and the Rams go right down the field in their first drive. And they get the game's first points. A great touchdown drive for the Rams. It's a 5-yard touchdown catch for Kyren Williams out of the backfield, and the Rams are on the board first. A 7-play, 70-yard drive that takes 4:38 off the clock. Yeah, he was wide open. A great first drive there for the Rams. They go right down the field on to the game's opening drive. Looks like the Vikings just forgot about him out of the backfield. And here is the extra point here to give the Rams a 7-0 lead. And they kick up and good. So the Rams up by 7. They lead this one 7-0. A great first drive for the Rams. They go 7 plays, 70 yards, take 4:38 off the clock. And the Vikings have got the ball here for their first possession. Yeah, great drive there for the Rams. This is a Rams team. They have scored just 30 points in the first quarter all year, make it 37 after the touchdown. But terrible defense, yeah. Good drive for the offense, awful drive for the defense. Wide yards through the air for the Rams on that drive. I think 69 of their 70 yards through the air. Hold on, let me pull up the stats. Stafford with 64 yards. How does that make sense? Oh, because they jumped off sides for 5. Okay. Yeah, but Stafford with 64 passing yards, 6 of 6 passing. A great first drive for the Rams. They're up 7-0. And we'll have to see if the Vikings can answer. But we wait for them to come back from commercial. The Vikings are going to get the ball for their first possession here in this game. The Vikings offense did not score a single touchdown last week against the Lions. Going to need to be better this week, and if they want to have any chance in the playoffs, they need to score some touchdowns, not just set up for field goals. So far, results in the poll, 67% of you guys said the Vikings will win, 33% have said the Rams. Be sure to vote if you have not already done so. If you guys missed my prediction, I've got the Vikings by a score of 24-16. Although, got off to a terrible start. But we wait for them to come back from commercial. The Vikings will get the ball for their first possession. So the Rams, they kick off. The Vikings get it, and it'll be at the 30-yard line. The kick goes through the end zone on the fly. Well, that doesn't really matter. Just has to go into the end zone on the fly. But Sam Darnold onto the year 4,000 or on the field. His first career playoff game, the biggest game of his career. A 14-3 record, 4,319 yards, 35 touchdowns. I think that's at 11 interceptions. But Darnold, a big bounce back year after getting drafted by the Jets. Then he went to Carolina, spent some time in San Francisco backing up Brock Purdy. Now here with the Vikings, back as the starting quarterback. A great year for Darnold, best of his career by far. They'll start off on the ground. Aaron Jones gets it taken down for loss of a yard. And bring up 2nd and 11. Here for the Vikings. Kevin O'Connell, the Vikings play caller, actually a former Ram offensive coordinator. But his offense scoring 25.4 points per game, which is 9th best in the NFL. And Justin Jefferson, 2nd in the NFL, averaging 90.2 receiving yards per game. 2nd and 11 from the 29. Jefferson in motion. Will stand to the right of Darnold, who's wound up in the shotgun. Darnold looks to throw. Darnold pressure, pocket collapsing. Darnold is taken down for a sack. Darnold gets sacked. And the Rams have gotten off to a great start here in this game. Jones loses a yard. Darnold takes a sack. Byron Young collapses the pocket. Yeah, that's a big sack. Puts him back to a 3rd and 21. Young and Turner, the two second-year players along the defensive line, combined for the sack. And it's 3rd and 21 here for the Vikings. They've gotten off to a terrible start. From the 19, Darnold in shotgun back to his left. Darnold looks to throw against a 3-man rush. Darnold throws one underneath, caught by Jefferson. Got a lot of work to do to get to a first down. And instead, Jefferson will get it back to the original line of scrimmage at the 30 as the Rams defense rallies the football. But the Vikings with a bad start allow the Rams to go right down the field in their first drive, and then they go 3 and out. 8.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ryan Wright On to punt away. Xavier Smith will receive. Smith from the 13. Makes a man miss. Trying to cut to the outside. Flips the tackle and is swung down at the 21. About 7 yards on the return. That is where the Rams will take over. Yeah, 8:10 to go in the first quarter. It's an 8-yard return after a pretty solid punt. And the Rams take over with the ball up by 7. LA looks focused tonight. Good luck, yeah. The Rams, they got off to a great start. The Vikings, not so much. They need their defense to get a stop here. But they also need to be able to stop the pass. That's not something the Vikings they've done. You stay up and that's how they play. I'll never watch the NFL again. Yeah, it's always how that works. But the Vikings need to find a way to stop the pass. The Rams with 64 passing yards on that first drive, although this is the Vikings defense not great against the pass. Allowing, feels like 250 passing yards per game. Hold on. I don't want playoff stats. I want regular season stats. Give me 1 second to check this. Check that. Yeah, I found it interesting when I figured that out. I think last week I won that stat. The Vikings not good against the pass. Alright, here we go, yeah. The Vikings are the 5th worst defense against the pass, allowing 242 passing yards per game. Kind of surprising, although it makes sense that some of these better teams are going to be near the bottom of the passing stats because they're going to be up in a lot of games. And teams are going to have to throw the ball to come back. But we wait for them to come back from commercial. Rams with the ball on their own 21-yard line for their second possession. Leading 7-0 after a great opening drive. A great start all around for the Rams. Touchdown, 3 and out. Stafford under center. A look to throw here. Stafford steps in with throw downfield that is caught by Puka Nacua to the 45-yard line. And another good completion for the Rams. It's actually Demarcus Robinson, not Nacua. But the Rams, they've gotten off to a great start here in this game. Stafford finds Demarcus Robinson for a first down. Gain of about 23 up to the 45-yard line. Stafford is now 7 of 7 for 87 yards and a touchdown. 1st and 10 from the 45. Stafford under center. Nacua in motion. Stafford off play action. Pressure throws to the flat. Caught by Higbee. His 3rd catch already. Makes a man miss. Has another first down and gains 11 on the catch and run. And once again, the Rams move the sticks. We're now halfway through the first quarter. First and 10 here for the Rams. They've thrown it 8 times, run it just once. Stafford already 8 of 8 for 98 yards. From the 45, Stafford looks to throw. Underneath, there is Higbee again. And very active. Actually, that's not Higbee. That's their other tight end. I forget his name. Parkinson, I think it is. The tight end's playing a big role in the Rams' offense. Already 4 catches. Yeah, Parkinson. The Vikings, their pass rush very good. 49 sacks, which is tied for 4th in the NFL. Although Week 8 against the Rams was their only game where they did not have a sack. 2nd and 3 here. Stafford under center, looks to throw, and we got play blown dead. We get a timeout called by the Rams with the play clock winding down. Started their second timeout. They've used here in this half. Stafford, the Rams franchise leader. Actually, no, that is not franchise. He is the NFL postseason leader with 308 passing yards per game, minimum 5 games. He's already up to 104 yards today. Rams, in recent years, bringing in the playoffs, that's one thing I can say about LA. Yeah, they've been pretty good. Even when they had Jared Goff, made it to the Super Bowl. Second and 3 here. Stafford, hands off. Kyren Williams up the middle, and flips the tackle. Williams breaks another tackle, spinning free. Kyren Williams, ball is out. It is recovered by the Rams at the 20. But a good run there for Kyren Williams. He has had a fumbling problem this year. Fumbled multiple times. Also, not sure if he was down before the ball came out. No, he wasn't. But Puka Nacua, a good job recovering that. LA isn't failing like Denver or Pittsburgh yesterday. Yeah, they've looked sharp to start. First and 10, Stafford looks to throw. Underneath, he will find Higbee. Another catch for him. Higbee blocks downfield, and he's going to be very close to another Ram first down. He gains about 9.5, and now we got a late flag that comes in. Let's see here. After the play was over, we got an unnecessary roughness call against the Rams. It's DeMarcus Robinson. Actually, no, sorry. It's one of their linemen. I thought he said 15. He said 50. It's their center, Wimmer. Who just runs somebody over after the play. Stupid penalty. That's how you kill a drive, yeah. Especially those big ones where it's like 15 yards like this. No need for that. So it's second and 16. Stafford and shotgun back to his right. From the 27, Stafford throws to the outside. Incomplete. His first incompletion of the day. As he tries to set up the screen here to Puka Nacua, but it does not work. And it's third and 16. First incompletion of the game for Stafford. The Vikings, very good first quarter team, plus 62 point differential. Rams, very bad first quarter team, minus 62 point differential, though. Been the opposite here to start this game. The Vikings have been terrible, Rams have been great. Third and 16, Stafford underneath. That is caught by Higbee. Takes a big hit at the 17. He's taken down right there. Well short of a first down. But the Rams can be forced to settle for 3 on this drive, but they'll likely end up with points on both drives so far. Josh McCarty, the rookie kicker, is 29 of 34 on the season. Made his last 13 attempts. This is a 34-yard field goal centered in the field. Fourth and 5. The kick here for Carty is right down the middle. So the Rams with another good drive. The penalty hurts them and allows them to only get 3. But yeah, you were right. The stupid penalty does kill the drive. But 10-0 Rams lead. They've got 4:05 to go in the first half. Or sorry, first quarter. Sorry, 4:01 that said. But the Rams up by 10, playing very well, and the Vikings got to get the offense going. Eight plays, 62-yard drive for the Rams. Takes 4:09 off the clock. Their first drive was 7 plays, 70 yards, 4:38 off the clock. But a great start for the Rams. Points in their first two drives. Their defense playing very well. And now let's see if the Vikings can do something positive. When 3 and out their first drive, need to get something going. Tyler Higbee has also gotten off to a great start. 5 catches for 58 yards already. Rams, when everyone is fit, look unstoppable. Yeah, they look great. But Higbee played in just 3 games in the regular season, combined for 8 catches for 66 yards and 2 touchdowns. Already has 5 for 56 today. Or 58, rather. But Higbee, I've always liked him as a player. Underrated player. But a very, very solid tight end. Obviously, limited this year because he tore his ACL in the playoff game last year. But I've always liked him. Very solid player. And I wonder if that's something the Vikings did, or the Rams came into thinking about this game. We're gonna feed our tight ends because they have been great. Obviously, Higbee 5 for 58, and the other tight end Parkinson. Yeah, Colby Parkinson 1 catch for 6 yards. So I mean, your tight ends have come out for 6 catches for 64 yards. I mean, I wonder if the Vikings have struggled to stop tight ends this year. I'll check. The kick here is a touchback, and the Vikings will take over at the 30. But I'm trying to think. I think Samuel Porter played a pretty good game last week. But I'll check that as they start this drive. From the 30, first and 10 Vikings, 4:01 to go in the first quarter. Darnold hands off Aaron Jones up the middle, and he's going to run to a wall after gaining about a yard. He'll fall forward, so he'll gain about a second yard, but not much. Vikings don't really utilize their tight ends, I think. Because Hawkinson was injured for like half the season. No, I'm talking about defending tight ends. But yeah, Hawkinson was hurt. But the Vikings not defending the tight end well so far in this game. Well, I'll check that next commercial. 2nd and 7, Darnold looks to throw all kinds of time. Underneath, he'll find Jones, and he'll break a tackle, gain 6, and set up a 3rd and 1 here for the Rams. Defending, they don't. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought, because the Rams tight end's playing well. Samuel Porter, I believe, had a good game last week, and the one game I looked at against the 49ers, George Kittle had like 7 catches for 76 yards. Yeah, I'll check that at the end of the quarter. 3rd and 1. Darnold looks to throw. Has time. Darnold thrown outside. That is high, but caught by Addison for a first down. A gain of 7 and a first down for the Vikings. Yeah, that is a good catch. Gets a knee down and an arm down in bounds. You want the Vikings. Okay, I don't really have a preference for this game. Just hoping for another good game. Similar to last night. The first Viking first down of the day right there. 1st and 10 from the 46. Darnold under center. Will look to throw. In shotgun. Darnold underneath. There is C.J. Ham, the fullback, out of the backfield for a gain of 7. As Darnold finds him on the check down. Yeah, that was a good catch. Along the sideline. Great job to control the ball and to get down inbounds because they didn't have a ton of space to work with once he bobbled it. 2nd and 2. Darnold looks to throw once again. Darnold going to take a shot down the field, caught by Jefferson to the 24-yard line. He's knocked out of bounds. A nice throw and catch. Big play for the Vikings. This drive looking a lot better than their first. But he finds Jefferson for a gain of roughly 20. A nice chunk play there for the Vikings offense. Jefferson, 28 catches of at least 20 yards this year. That is 7 more catches than any other player. 1st and 10 here from the 24. Darnold in shotgun with the back to his left. Darnold looks to throw. Darnold is pressured, steps up in the pocket. Darnold taken down for a sack. Back at the 30-yard line, Darnold goes down for the 2nd time today. And it brings up 2nd and long. Turner in the sack again. He was in on the first one as well. Kobe Turner, a great second-year defensive tackle for the Rams. A big rookie year last year. And in on both sacks already today. Looks like they were trying to get it to Jefferson on a screen, but Darnold just didn't throw it. 2nd and 17. Darnold to throw. Darnold underneath that is caught by Hawkinson. And he's thrown down at the 24. So they got the sack yardage back and brings up 3rd and 10. We've got 16 seconds left in the first quarter. The Vikings don't have to run a play. Let's see if they will. They got 10 seconds. They're at the line. Darnold in shotgun. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter. This is the second sack he should not have taken yet. That one, there's no reason he's taking that sack. The first one, I mean, he didn't really have... I'm trying to remember. I don't think he had a ton of time. But this one, the throw is designed to go to Jefferson. He's open. It's a screen pass. Why not throw it? Yeah, definitely. That sack was definitely avoidable for Sam Darnold. But at least the Vikings moving the ball here in this drive. Alright, let's see. The Vikings defend tight ends. I don't really think they're that great against tight ends. Let's check at the end of the first quarter. Kittle went for 7 for 76. So far, that's really the only big game for a tight end they've allowed. Tucker Kraft had a good game for the Packers the first time they played. 6 for 53 and a touchdown. When the Vikings played the Jets, let's see. Tyler Conklin had 6 catches for 55 yards. You know, I wonder if I could just look it up. Alright, here we go. I just pulled up their entire... Well, some. Let's see. Well, Porter last week went 7 for 63. Tucker Kraft, a few weeks ago against the Packers, went 2 for 53. Noah Fant went 3 for 50. Trey McBride went 12 for 96. Cole Kmet went 7 for 64. Let's see. What else? Who else? Who else? Kittle, yeah, I said he went 7 for 76. Evan Ingram went 6 for 40. Cole Kmet in the other game went 8 for 78. Yeah, the Vikings, they don't defend tight ends that well. Tight ends had 880 yards against the Vikings this season. The Vikings, they've gone 15 straight drives without a touchdown. Oh, dang, I missed this 3rd down play. Sorry about that. Oh, here we go. Darnold, it was 3rd and 10. It was a completion to Jefferson for about 8. The 4th and 2. So sorry about that. I was checking the stats. Here's Will Reichard for a 34-yard field goal. Made 3 of them last week. Went 3 for 4. And Reichard's kick on the way. It is good. So the Vikings on the board, 10-3 is the score. Rams lead early in the second quarter. But a better drive there for the Vikings. They go down the field. Could they have went for it? I guess they could have. It was about 4th and 2, so I wouldn't have hated it, but they have to take the points. Not they just need their defense got to stop. Thoughts on McCarthy firing? Definitely the right move. They should have fired him long ago. Yeah, you said it. He should have been gone after last year. He should not have even been back for this season, but definitely the right move for the Cowboys. And right as you commented that, I just got a notification. Cowboys eyeing Deion Sanders. NFL Hall of Famer considered a top candidate for the Dallas head coach vacancy after speaking with Jerry Jones. Interesting. Apparently, Deion Sanders has also been. He wants the Raiders job. I think Shador wants to go to the Raiders, but the Raiders said they don't want him. Yeah, that's definitely very interesting. That big step up, yeah, sure is. Going from Colorado to the Cowboys, potentially, obviously. So very early, the Cowboys just decided they had a head coach opening today, but yeah, that I definitely think he'll be a name to watch. I think the Raiders would be a good fit for him. Yeah, I could see it. But yeah, the McCarthy firing definitely the right move for the Cowboys. I think they should have fired him after they lost to the Packers in the playoffs of the first round last year. They opted to do one more year on his last the last year of his contract. His contract now expired, but yeah, definitely the right decision to move on. But now we got to see who Cowboys go after to replace him. I heard the Bears might get McCarthy. I don't know what the Bears are doing. Oh, that's another thing. That makes no sense what the Cowboys did. They blocked McCarthy from interviewing with the Bears a few days ago just to decide they're not going to re-sign him. Yeah, I mean, but the Cowboys, they never do anything that makes sense, so. Let me see if I can find it. No, I don't see it right here. But, yeah, the Bears getting McCarthy, I don't know. I wouldn't love the hire for the Bears. I definitely think they can do a lot better. But, I mean, the Bears, they never do anything that makes sense. They're not a serious team with Jerry Jones as the owner. Yeah, exactly. The guy has no idea what he's doing. The kick is a touchback, and it'll come out to the 30. Stafford tonight, he's 11 of 12 for 124 yards and a touchdown. The Rams offense playing very well. Points on both their drives so far. The Rams, they had just 30 points in the regular season in the entire, or all first quarters, which was second worst in the NFL. But tonight, they've got 10 points in the first quarter. Stafford, pressure here. Stafford is taken down. Oh, ball is out. Stafford fumbles on the return. This is going to be a scoop and score for the Vikings. It's a fumble return touchdown. Wow, just what the Vikings needed. Stafford loses the ball on the sack. The Vikings return it for a touchdown. It is a scoop and score, and the Vikings are an extra point away from a tie game. Oh, Stafford looked like he may have tried to throw this. Stafford, yeah, he lets go of this on his own. I think this might be a pass. I thought it was a fumble at first, but let's see. We'll have to see what. It is a touchdown. Wow. They're rolling a fumble, and obviously was returned for a touchdown. But a scoop and score for the Vikings. 14:09 to go in the first quarter, or first half. Let's see. The rules guy's going to explain it. Incomplete. He threw it forward. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, it definitely looks like he throws this. I mean, he's not just going to drop the ball right there. Right, they overturn it. It's an incomplete pass. And it's second down. Yeah, that's definitely the right call. So it's incomplete. It'll stay 10-3 Rams. And it's second and 10. Yeah, he tossed it forward. Puka Nacua was in the area too, to avoid grounding. Or are they saying touchdown? I don't know. I couldn't really tell. I thought it was a fumble watching it live, but this is definitely the right call. But from the 30, Stafford and shotgun back to his left. It's second and 10 after the incompletion. Stafford off play action looks to throw. Stafford steps up the pocket, throws one deep downfield, incomplete. Overthrew DeMarcus Robinson, and it's third and 10. Kevin O'Connell's upset about something. I think he's upset about that being ruled a pass. Third and 10 here from the 30. Stafford and shotgun back to his left. Nacua in motion. Stafford looks to throw. Stafford throwing downfield. That is knocked down. Incomplete, and the Vikings defense going to force a 3 and out. Stephon Gilmore with the pass breakup. It's fourth down, and the Rams forced to punt for the first time today. This game's getting really wild, really quick. Yeah, it sure is. I added an extra really in there. But the Rams to punt for the first time today. Brandon Powell back deep to receive, averaging 7.1 yards per punt return. Season long is 15. Powell muffs it, and it goes out of bounds at the 26-yard line. But the Vikings get the ball back. Their defense gets a stop. And the Vikings, they're starting to build some momentum here. They got points in their last drive. Their first points of the day. It's now 10-3. Their last drive for the Vikings, they went a 9-play, 54 yards, and kicked a field goal. And now they force a 3 and out. So let's see if the Vikings can keep building off this. Just put together a good drive, got some points, and forced a 3 and out. Oh, the Vikings have gone 16 straight drives without a touchdown. They have not scored a touchdown since the third quarter of the Packers game. They scored with 51 seconds left in the third quarter. Haven't scored a touchdown since. That is what, 6 quarters without a touchdown? 6 quarters and 16 drives for the Vikings, where they have not gotten in the end zone. But we wait for them to come back from commercial. The Vikings getting the ball back. But we wait for them to come back from commercial. The Vikings get the ball on their own 26-yard line after their defense forced a punt. We got 13:58 to go in the second quarter. The third possession for the Vikings. They've punted and kicked a field goal. Darnold is a perfect 7 of 7 for 69 yards. Darnold under center, Addison in motion. So hand off here to Aaron Jones, who cuts up the middle. Lots of space for Jones. First down and more to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 14 for Jones and a nice run for the Vikings. Darnold under center. They spot the ball on the 40. Darnold tosses it Jones right side, cuts up the middle. Another good run for Jones as he gains 7 before he's dragged down. Aaron Jones, 8th in the NFL with 1,546 scrimmage yards this season. His first year with the Vikings after spending his first 7 years of his career with the Packers. Got 4 carries for 22 yards. Second and 3 from the 47. Darnold under center. Jefferson in motion. Off play action. Darnold is pressure. Darnold is sacked. Darnold taken down for a big loss. He had no chance on that one. A free rusher off the edge, and Darnold goes down for a big loss. Already the third sack of the day for this Rams defense. And it's 3rd and long. Darnold does start to run backwards here, which probably isn't the greatest decision. But it's a 3rd and 15. Darnold in shotgun, play clock. They just get the snap off. Rams bring 3. Darnold with plenty of time. Darnold throws one downfield, almost intercepted. But it brings up 4th and 15, looking for Jefferson. And the Vikings can be forced to punt. But the Vikings can be forced to punt. Rams will get it back. And right when it seemed like the Vikings can build off what they had been doing, they don't possess the ball for much time at all, and they're forced to punt it away. So it's 4th and 15. The Rams come after the punt. It's away Queen with punters on the ground. And this one will go into the end zone for a touchback. There's a flag down, though, so we'll have to see what this is. The punter was on the ground. The Rams brought pressure. We'll have to see if this is running into a roughing. It's going to be roughing. Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. It's 15 yards. An automatic first down. So a big penalty there. The Vikings will keep possession thanks to the penalty on the punt. But the Vikings offense back onto the field. 11:42 to go in the first half. Yeah. A lot of crazy stuff happening in the past few minutes. But the penalty puts the ball on midfield. Darnold under center. And I'll hand off here. Aaron Jones up the middle for about 2 yards. Not much space to run this time. We got a 2nd and 8. Darnold and shotgun back to his left. Rams show blitz. Rams rush 5. Darnold to the outside. Caught by Jefferson. Taken down right there. And it's 3rd and 8. But a nice tackle in space there by Witherspoon. 3rd and 8. 10.5 minutes to go in the first half. Darnold in shotgun with the back to his left. Jefferson today, 4 catches for 40 yards, or 42 yards actually. Darnold looks to throw against a 5-man rush. Darnold thrown to the outside. That is intercepted. It's picked off by the Rams. Darnold throws a pick. And the Rams are going to take over with a great starting field position just inside their own territory. Each team fighting for the upper hand. This is getting good. Yeah, sure is. But Jordan Addison's the intended target. Durant with the interception. He undercuts the route, picks it off, and the Rams defense gets a stop. Ends up being a 7-play, 26-yard drive. Ending in an interception as the Darnold gets picked off by Durant. Vikings had a second chance on that drive after the penalty, although still can't do anything with it, as Darnold throws a pick. Darnold had gotten off to a great start. He started off 8 of 8 for 69 yards, but he's now just 8 of 10 for 70 yards, and he throws his 13th pick of the season, first of the playoffs. But we wait for them to come back from commercial. The Rams with a great starting field position on their own 43-yard line. After the interception. Game's first turnover. But still waiting for them to come back from commercial. Give me 1 second to check something real quick. Rams with the starting field position. So far, results in the poll 71% of guys have said the Vikings will win. 29% have said the Rams. Be sure to vote if you have not already done so. As they go back to the interception, he's trying to find Addison, who's lined up to the right side. He's in the slot to the right. He's running an out route. I think it's just underthrown. He was late on the throw. Oh, he also hits his hand on his lineman's helmet. He did not put enough zip on that throw. Stafford to throw here. Stafford rolls out of the pocket. Flag flies. Sidearms 1-2. Kyron Williams makes a man miss. Williams cutting inside some more. Williams with a good catch and run across midfield. Williams still going out of bounds. Again, a 14. But this one's probably going to come back due to a hold. But even though it doesn't count, some nice running there for Kyron Williams after the catch. Yeah, it is holding. It will come back. Against the left tackle, Jackson. To make it 1st and 20 after the penalty. Tyler Higbee's had a great game so far. He's doubtful to return with a chest injury. Wow, I didn't even know he got hurt. Hopefully he's okay. They just get the snap off here. Stafford looks to throw. Pressured. Dodges a defender. Throws underneath. Incomplete. Juan Nakua brings up 2nd and 20. So it's a 2nd and 20 from the 32. Stafford and shotgun. Back to his left. We'll hand off here. Kyron Williams up the middle. And Williams had some potential there. Is tripped up after getting a 4. And it's 3rd and 16. Rams very pass heavy so far. 16 pass plays, just 3 run plays. They got a 3rd and long here on their own 37. It's spotted as a 3rd and 15 with 9:05 to go here in the first half. Stafford and shotgun back to his right. Stafford looks to throw. Stafford checks down here to Kyron Williams in the flat. And Williams is going to be forced out of bounds, gain of about 5. So it's a decent catch and run, but not nearly enough on 3rd and long. And the Rams can be forced to punt it away. Rams offense got off to a great start with 10 points in the first quarter, but haven't been great with a back-to-back punts. But 4th and 10. Oh, the punt. How did they not block that? Wow. Fair catch at the 10-yard line. How was that not blocked? I still have no idea. How is that not blocked? He just completely misses the ball, I guess? That is like, he was in the backfield so quickly. Yeah, I have no idea how that's not blocked. Bill Belichick did not like the fumble getting overturned to an incomplete pass. Apparently, he must have been in the Manning cast when that happened. Yeah, he was. I mean, I think they got the right call. But the Vikings get the ball back on the 10-yard line. Still don't know how they didn't block that punt. But they're not back from commercial. Oh, the punt, it kind of heads sideways off his foot. But yeah, still not quite sure how that wasn't blocked. But the Vikings, instead of having the ball after a blocked punt, they're now with the ball on the 10-yard line. First and 10 here from the 10. Darnold rather, thrown to the flat, caught by Sherfield, and he's taken down for gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. We got 8:05 to go into the second quarter. From the 11-yard line, Darnold in shotgun with the back to his right. Darnold hands off. Here is Cam Akers, I believe this is, up the middle for about 6. We're halfway through the second quarter. 7:30 to go in the first half. Yeah, that was Akers with the carry. 3rd and 3. Akers, a former Rams draft pick, was with the Vikings, got traded to the Vikings, then got traded to the Texans, then traded back to the Vikings. 3rd and 3 here. Akers traded from the Texans to the Vikings on October 15th. 297 yards in 15 games for the Vikings. Darnold looks to throw. Has time. Darnold throwing outside. Caught by Hawkinson. First down. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Who is stomping upstairs? I don't know if you guys can hear that. This has been rough, but you still believe. Yeah, not great so far for the Vikings. I mean, could be worse, but still very much in this game, though. So we got a 1st and 10 here for the Vikings on their own 33. Darnold under center. Akers is the back. Play clock winding down. Darnold tosses this left side. Cam Akers makes a cut. Akers bouncing outside. Cam Akers down the sideline. They'll knock him into bounds inside the 40-yard line at the 39. But a big run there for Cam Akers. A great run there for the Vikings. That's 26 on the toss. And puts the ball inside Rams territory. Big run there. They'll spot him at bounds at the 41. Darnold can look to throw. He'll find a tight end in the flat. And will be stood up after a gain of 5. Maybe 6. Rams say ball is out. It's their ball. It's Ram ball. Wow. The Rams force a fumble. Wow. It's Rams football with 5:38 to go in the first half. Josh Oliver is the guy who makes the catch. This is very close. Oh man, that is really close. Oh, I think he's down right there. There's also a chance they wrote forward progress, but I'm not sure. This is very close. Akers keeping your hopes up right now, yeah. I can see why. He was down. I think he might have been down. I'm not sure. This is really tough. Very, very close right here. This might be one of those situations where it might not be able to be overturned because oh, they head to commercial, but I just checked the GameCast on ESPN. They do reverse it. Yeah, the replay official reviewed the runner down, not down by contact. The play was reversed, so it's going to be a gain of 5 to Josh Oliver, and the Vikings will keep possession. Yeah, that is a big break there for the Vikings because they could not afford another turnover. They just threw a pick on their last drive, and right as they were having another good drive, 5 plays, 54 yards, they could have just turned the ball over again. But a very close to potentially going the other way. But I do think they got the right. They made the right call. Thanks for the update. I hate how it goes to an ad in such a big moment. I know, that drives me insane. But they're back from commercial here. It is now 2nd and 5 for the Vikings as it was overturned to he was down by contact. Akers bounces outside here, taken down for a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 6. We got 5 minutes left here in the first half. 3rd and 7 is what it's spotted as here for the Vikings. Darnold in shotgun, CJ Ham, the fullback, to his left. They will just get the snap off. Darnold steps up in the pocket. Ball is out! Now the Rams have it. The rookie Jared Verse on the return. The first round pick of Florida State. Down the sideline. He will score. Touchdown Rams. Jared Verse with the fumble recovery. It's a big play for the Rams defense. And right when the Rams think they forced a fumble a few plays ago, gets overturned. This one will not be overturned. It's a clear fumble. Recovered by the rookie Verse. And it's the touchdown for the Rams. It's going to be a 40 or 50. What did I say? 57-yard return, I think. Yeah, 57 yards for Jared Verse, the first round pick from Florida State. Might win Defensive Rookie of the Year. Probably will. Had a great rookie year. Cardi adds the extra point. 17-3. Disaster there for the Vikings. 4:35 to go in the first half. That is exactly what the Vikings did not need. I mean, a fumble was bad enough if it was the Oliver fumble they lost, but that is definitely a disaster. I mean, they could not afford a turnover. They're moving the ball effectively, but then Darnold fumbles, return for a touchdown, and they're now down by 14. But the kick is away. It is touchback and will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 from the 30, 4:35 to go in the first half. This is the Rams' fifth non-offensive touchdown this season, which is tied for most in the NFL. Darnold under center. Handoff here. Aaron Jones up the middle for 3 yards to the 33. The Rams defense night 4 sacks, 2 takeaways, and 6 tackles for loss. They've also returned a fumble for a touchdown. The Rams defense playing extremely well. Our offense got off to a good start, but hasn't been great since. But the defense playing extremely well. 2nd and 7 from the 33. Darnold in the pistol. Addison across the formation. Darnold looks to throw, pressured. Darnold steps up in the pocket, dancing around. Darnold is taken down for another sack. It's a loss of 8. This is another sack Darnold should not have taken. He stepped up in the pocket, looked downfield, and just decides he's going to continue to dance around, try to find somewhere else. It's the 5th time he goes down here in this first half. Yeah, ate him up. Probably could have broken the pocket there and stepped through it and started to run. But 3rd and 14 after the 5th sack of the day, taken by Sam Darnold. Look to throw here, steps up in the pocket. Darnold on the run, throws. Is that caught? Yeah, caught by Jefferson for first down. On 3rd and long, they convert. Yep, that's a good catch. Gets his arms under the ball. 17 yards on 3rd and long. And a much needed conversion there for the Vikings. Thought Darnold was going to run it there as soon as he stepped up in the pocket. But a nice throw downfield. 1st and 10 from the 42. Darnold, he's 12 of 14 for 108 yards and an interception. He's also taken some unnecessary sacks. Handoff here to Aaron Jones. Up the middle, Jones gains 3 to the 45. The Vikings don't have to run another play before the 2-minute warning. That's what he that's what he needs to do. Not dance around and take a sack. Yeah, definitely. Don't want to be taking unnecessary sacks. I mean, there's been, I think, 2 sacks for Darnold where he could have avoided them, or where he couldn't have avoided them. Yeah, he's been taking some unnecessary sacks in this game. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely good enough to step up in the pocket and run if he needs to, or extend the play. But Darnold has taken 5 sacks, has not been great. I mean, he's been okay throwing the ball outside of the interception. Hasn't been terrible, but I feel like where he struggled is navigating the pocket. Darnold ran for 212 yards in the regular season. He took 48 sacks in the regular season, which I think is probably among higher. One of the highest in the NFL. Prediction could not have been more wrong. Yeah, that is true. You I mean, maybe it's the other way around. The Rams get off to a good start, and the Vikings come back and then win. But yeah, Darnold took 48 sacks in the regular season, which was tied for most or 4th most in the NFL, and he's already taken 5 so far today. Wrong game for getting sacked. Yeah, sure is. The most times he was sacked in the regular season was 5, which came against the Cardinals. Yeah, he was definitely sacked quite a bit. You're gonna switch your prediction. But yeah, Darnold, he took 4 sacks. One, two, three, four, 5 times. 5 different games he was sacked 4 times. One time he was sacked 5 times. Definitely taking a lot of sacks. But I mean, still had a good year. But he's throwing the ball decently well today. Really, his only bad throw is the interception, but can't be taking all these kind of sacks. They'll set up the screen here on 2nd and 7, and it is dropped by Aaron Jones. And now Jones is a little slow to get up. Hopefully he's okay. Although he's fine. He stays in the game. The Vikings, they scored just 18 points in the final 2 minutes of the first half. That is fewest in the NFL. That's like 1 point per game. Almost. Obviously 17 games so far. 3rd and 7. Darnold in shotgun back to his left. Darnold looks to throw against a 3-man rush underneath that is caught by Hawkinson. Short of a first down. Got it to midfield. But it's 4th and 2. And we got a decision here for Kevin O'Connell. Got the offense out in the field for now. And I like this decision. Down by 14. Trying to get some points before the half. I really like this decision for Kevin O'Connell. 4th and 2 from midfield. Darnold in shotgun will look to throw. Darnold has time. Now he's pressured. Darnold is taken down for another sack. Darnold goes down. Turner with another sack. The 6th time Darnold is sacked here in the first half. And the Rams are going to have excellent starting field position with 1:27 to go in the first half. The Vikings will come back. We'll see. Not looking so good so far, though. Oh, he was trying to get it to Jefferson, who fell down. He got tangled up with the corner. And then can't find anywhere to go with the ball. Had some time, then the pressure got there. Rams start off on the ground, Kyron Williams left side, and look for a cutback win, and a good run for Williams, gaining 9. Already at the 30-yard line. Rams with 1 timeout. The Vikings still have all 3. And not looking great for the Vikings. Puka Nacua slowly goes off the field. Hopefully he's okay. Already missed some time with a knee injury. And speaking of injuries, we got an injured Viking defender down the field. Yeah, hopefully the injured players are okay. I couldn't tell who was down for the Vikings. The Puka Nacua over on the sideline. We got 1:08 to go. The injury forced the Vikings to use their first timeout. He's done with 2 remaining. Rams have 1. Offense needs to call better plays. He's taking far too many sacks. It's on the coach, too. That is true. I mean, can be helped out by getting the ball out faster. I mean, that's something they're going to have to do here in the second half. They got to get the ball out quicker with the protection not holding up. But it's 2nd and 1. Here for the Rams. They got 1:08 to go in the first half. The Rams have already 6 sacks. Their defense really dominating up front. 1:08 to go in the first half. Stafford and shotgun. They'll keep this on the ground. Williams straight ahead, has a first down, and we'll gain about 5. The 25-yard line, a minute to go in the second quarter. Stafford in shotgun with back to his left. Look to throw. Stafford, the outside, that is incomplete. Was pressured, had to rush that throw a little bit wide. Brings up 2nd and 10 with 45 seconds left. Oh, by the way, Puka Nacua is back on the field. Glad to see he's okay. Missed some time with a knee injury he suffered in the season opener against the Rams. Missed, I think, like 4 weeks with that. Could be wrong, though. Rams still have not targeted Cooper Kupp yet today. 0 targets. From the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Stafford in shotgun. They'll set up the screen here to Nacua. Get the block on the outside, turning inside. Nacua is going to backpedal his way for a first down, trying to get out of bounds. He's taken down inbounds, a gain of 12 on the catch and run. The clock continues to run. We got 30 seconds left in the first half. 17-3 is the score. 20 seconds left. Stafford looks to throw. Stafford hit as he throws underneath. Open receiver, in for a touchdown. The Rams into the end zone. Another touchdown here for them. They really dominating here in the first half. It's tight end Allen who makes the catch. Davis Allen with a 13-yard score. And the Rams are up by 20, about to be 21 after the extra point. With 15 seconds left here in the first half. What a dominant first half here for the Rams. Definitely did not see this one coming. Allen is wide open underneath, and there is nobody even close enough to make a tackle before he gets in the end zone. We got 15 seconds left here in the first half. The extra point for the Rams splits the uprights. 24-3. Rams lead. Oh wow, I guess we know who took the upper hand. Yeah, I guess so. Oh wow, did not expect this. The Rams up 24-3 with 15 seconds left in the first half. Yeah, Notre Dame, Ohio State, week from today. Very excited for that game. I'll be streaming. We have definitely looking forward to the national championship game. We got 15 seconds left in the first half. The Vikings will get the ball back. Plus, they get the ball to start the second half, although need a lot to go their way. Currently down by 21. Chandler on the return. The 24-yard line. 11 seconds left for the Vikings. The Vikings' 2024 journey. They started 5-0. They were one of 2 unbeatens. Then they lost back-to-back games against the Lions and Rams. They won 9 straight and were the top seed in the NFC after Week 17, although lost to the Lions Week 18, and they are now the 5 seed with 14 wins. They'll take a knee and head to halftime, but the Vikings, with an awful first half, down 24-3. They do get the ball to start the second half, but need to play a lot better than they did in the first. It starts up front, and you got to give Sam Darnold time. He has been sacked 6 times here in this first half. Now, he can definitely have been helped himself a couple of those times. Sometimes he stepped up into pressure or just held the ball for way too long. But you got to have better protection. Can't be expecting to win games when you're taking 6 sacks in one half. That's already a season high for Darnold. But 24-3 is the score. I'm going to take a quick break as I do a halftime for every game I stream. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Alright, I'm back. Thank you guys for staying with me as I took a quick break. But the Rams lead the Vikings 24-3 at the half. A dominant first half. Yeah, it's not looking good for the Vikings. But as far as an updated score prediction goes, I originally said the Vikings would win 24-16. Clearly that's not going to happen. They're like, the score-wise. I mean, it's still possible for the Vikings, but they need a lot of things to go their way. They do get the ball to start the second half, so I guess that's something, but as far as the updated score prediction goes, I originally said yeah, I originally said 24-16, but let's go with the Rams. I mean, I don't really see the Vikings coming back with how bad they've looked in the first half. They have not scored a touchdown in now 7 quarters. A lot of drives, that is. I don't remember they said before, but as far as an updated score prediction goes, let's go 34-17 Rams. Or, let's go 37-17. But the Vikings, they need to protect Sam Darnold. Took 6 sacks for also 52 yards in the first half. But going over stats from the first half, Sam Darnold was okay outside of all the sacks and the interception. He was 13 of 16 for 113 yards and an interception. Obviously, took 6 sacks, like I just said. Running the ball for the Vikings, they've run it fairly well. Cam Akers, 3 carries for 30 yards. Aaron Jones, 30 yards on 7 carries. And Sam Darnold, 1 carry for a loss of a yard, although that was just a kneel down. Receiving for the Vikings, Justin Jefferson, 5 for 58. TJ Hawkinson, 3 for 28. CJ Ham, 1 catch, 8 yards. Addison, 1 for 7. Aaron Jones, 1 for 6. Oliver, 1 for 5. And Trent Sherfield, 1 for 1. Oh, they need a life preserver. Yeah, they need something. For the Rams, Stafford is 14 of 20 for 154 yards and 2 touchdowns. Did not throw an interception or get sacked. Running the ball for the Rams, Kyron Williams, the only guy to carry the ball. 5 carries, 37 yards for him. In receiving for the Rams, Tyler Higbee, 5 catches, 58 yards, although he's done for the game. Or likely done for the game. He's doubtful with a chest injury. Hopefully he's okay. Puka Nacua, 3 catches, 38 yards. DeMarcus Robinson, 1 catch, 23 yards. Kyron Williams, 3 catches for 16 yards. Kyron Williams also has a touchdown. And Davis Allen, 1 catch, 13 yards and a touchdown. And Colby Parkinson, 1 catch for 6 yards. Then the team stats from the first half. The Rams lead in first downs, 10-7. The Rams are outgaining the Vikings 191 to 120. Rams averaging 7.6 yards per play. The Vikings at 3.6. The Rams with 154 passing yards. The Rams at Lions at. They're not playing the Lions. The Vikings at 61. Vikings at 59 rushing yards. Rams at 37. Rams 2 touchdowns and 3 red zone trips. The Vikings no touchdowns and 1 red zone trip. Rams 3 penalties, 40 yards. Vikings 1 penalty, 5 yards. 2 turnovers, both against the Vikings, or both by the Vikings. A fumble and an interception. One of them returned for a touchdown. And time possession 17:52 for the Vikings, 12:08 for the Rams. But not good for the Vikings. And I wonder what their streak is without scoring touchdowns. Let me check real quick. They haven't scored a touchdown since the 4th quarter of the game against the Packers. And I'm not going to include kneel downs. Like after halftime. Or before halftime, something like that. But I will include the drive at the end of the game against the Packers, where they technically kneeled out the clock, but they still ran 7 plays. Let's see. 3 drives. The last 3 drives in the game against the Packers, they did not score. Then last week against the Vikings, against the Lions, make it 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, not counting that one. Make it 13 coming into the day, plus what they've done today. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 18 straight drives for the Vikings without a touchdown. Wonder what the longest is this year. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, will the Eagles still be favorites against the Rams? I think so, although, I mean, if the Rams keep playing like this, look out. But I do think so. You want to see JJ play. Yeah, he might get his chance next year, especially if Sam Darnold continues to play like this. Although, I mean, I don't think Sam Darnold's been terrible today. But, you know, he'll get his chance at some point. But, yeah, I can't seem to find the. No, I can't find what I'm trying to look for. Yeah, Darnold not been too great. Oh, you want the Eagles to win if it comes down to the Rams too. Okay. I prefer to see the Rams win that one, but the Eagles probably the better team. But the second half will start within the next few minutes. Vikings get the ball. To start the second half, need to be a lot better than they were in the first half. I may have just spelled it right and then deleted it. I'm not really sure. I gotta check now. Yeah, I did. Nah, whatever. But they're back from halftime. Second half set to get underway. The Eagles await the winner. Eagles will host. But we'll have to see. How the rest of the game plays out, obviously. The kick is a touchback and will come out to the 30. The Vikings take over the ball on their own 30-yard line as we start the second half down by 21. Let's see if the Vikings play a better second half than their first. Need protection be better for Darnold. Can't be taking 6 sacks in one half and expecting to win. Yeah, I'm not sure where he went. Maybe he went to bed because I know he was in the UK. First and 10 here from the 30. Darnold pressured very quickly, tries to find Jones. Oh no, he didn't catch that. I thought he almost caught that. So we got a second and 10 here. Darnold last week was 18 of 41 for 166 yards. He's been a little bit better as a passer today, although he's taking way too many sacks. Here he gets hit and throws into tight coverage, but it's caught by Addison for a gain of 15. Wow. Darnold very lucky to complete that one as he takes a hit. But this is another time. Darnold just holding the ball for a very long time today. That was a pretty risky throw, throwing into very tight coverage, two defenders in the area. But luckily, it's completed for the Vikings. Jordan Addison now 2 catches for 22 yards after that one. From the 45, Darnold under center. Aaron Jones is the back. Well, toss it to Jones to the left side. Jones makes a cut and gains 4, maybe 5 yards up to midfield. The Rams defense tonight, Kobe Turner, 2 sacks and 2 tackles for loss. Byron Young, a sack and a half and 2 tackles for loss. Jared Verse returned to fumble for a touchdown. They got an interception as well. 2nd and 5. Darnold wanted to go deep, pulls it down. Now throws to the flat, incomplete. Jared Verse with pressure caused Darnold to not throw that one deep. He hit Darnold's arm, which I mean, smart decision for Darnold there to not throw, because that's coming up well short of where he wants to throw it. He wanted to go to Jefferson, but his arm got hit as he was about to let it go. 3rd and 5 here from the 50. Darnold in shotgun back to his right. Rams bring 4. Darnold has plenty of time now, and throws behind his receiver, and it's incomplete. They give Darnold time, he misses his receiver, and it's 4th and 5. But the Rams forced a punt from midfield. This punt will bounce, or it's out of bounds. We'll have to see where this is spotted. But the Vikings forced a punt in their first drive here in the second half. 13:32 to go in the third quarter. Rams get the ball. It's going to be spotted on their own 18-yard line where it goes out of bounds. But they give Darnold time on that 3rd down, and he misses his receiver behind him. He's been fairly accurate today. He's 14 of 20. Both quarterbacks are actually 14 of 20. But Darnold, accuracy is a lot better today than it was last week, but that's when he should have and needed to hit. But we wait for them to come back from commercial. Rams tight end Tyler Higbee has now been downgraded to out with a chest injury. He got off to a great start in this game with like almost 60 yards in the first couple of drives, but hopefully Higbee's okay moving forward. But they're back from commercial. Rams with the football. So we got a 1st and 10 here for the Rams on their own 23-yard line. Stafford in shotgun with the back to his right. Oh, handoff here. Kyron Williams gets it taken down for a loss. Williams loses 3, and it's 2nd and 13 from the 20. The Rams, they have not run the ball much. That is just their 6th rush attempt of the game. Ivan Pace Jr. with the tackle for loss, the linebacker for the Vikings, in the backfield in the blink of an eye. Second and 13 from the 20. Stafford in shotgun back to his right. Nakua in motion. He'll go back to the ground here. Williams up the middle with space on this one. And he'll gain 7 yards. Makes it a easier 3rd down. So it is a 3rd and 6 here for the Rams. Stafford in shotgun. Williams the back to his right. Nakua across the formation. The Vikings bring 5. The outside, it is caught by Nakua, and he's got a 1st down. Just barely enough. But it is enough to move the sticks. And a 1st down for the Rams. They convert on 3rd down. Yep, that's a 1st down. Puka Nakua, 4 catches for 43 yards. 27 of those yards after the catch. Stafford pressured, gets rid of it over the middle. It's caught. Wow, what a play for Stafford. Just getting a throw off before he's pressured. The throw goes to Allen, and it's a 1st down for the Rams. Gain of 13. Allen had the touchdown catch late in the 1st half. Gets rid of it just in time before he gets hurt. Nice play. Oh, sorry, that was actually one of their other tight ends, Hunter Wong. Former 3rd-round pick by the Dolphins, I believe. Came over in the Jalen Ramsey trade. So handoff here, Kyron Williams left side, looks for a cutback lane, breaks a tackle, and gains a yard. Now that I think about it, I don't think Hunter Wong's a 3rd-round pick. I think he was traded along with the 3rd-round pick to the Rams for Jalen Ramsey when the Dolphins made that trade a few years ago. I'll look it up, but I don't think he was a 3rd-round pick. Could have been. He was. It doesn't tell me on my phone. I gotta look on the computer. But it's 2nd and 9 from the 47. Stafford looks to throw against the blitz, gets rid of it to the outside. That is high and incomplete. Let's see. Where? No, he was a 3rd-round pick. Okay, I was right. Second guess myself. Stafford to throw here on 3rd and 9. Stafford launches one deep down the field for Cooper Kupp. He makes the catch at the 25-yard line. The first time Kupp is targeted today, and it's a big catch down the sideline. 1st down Rams as they convert on 3rd and long. A nice catch for Kupp. It's a gain of 28 and a 1st down as they convert on 3rd. Kupp with his first catch of the day on his first target. 29 yards on the catch. 9.5 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Rams forced to use a timeout here with the play clock winding down. I don't know what took them so long to get in the huddle. That was all Cup because I was throwing behind him. Yeah, that's a great point. A really good catch for Cooper Cup. Not a great throw for Stafford, but a really nice catch for Cooper Cup. Cup in his playoff career, which is 8 games, 51 catches for 691 yards and 7 touchdowns. His first catch of the game today. From the 24, Stafford under center, hands off to Kyren Williams, who is taken down in the backfield once again. Ivan Pace Jr. with his second tackle for loss. The ball comes out, but he was down first. And now Williams is a little slow to get up. Oh, he does like a split. Yeah, he's down first for sure. Hopefully he's okay. 2nd and 12. Kyren Williams has 43% of the team's touches. That is highest in the NFL. But he's a really nice player for the Rams. The Vikings are going to challenge this and say the ball came out before he was down. But it's hard to tell because he does like a split. Not really sure. It's very close. The Vikings came up with it, so if they rule it was a fumble, it will be their ball. But I'm not sure. It's very close. I'm not sure there's going to be enough to overturn this, but very close. Because he kind of puts the ball down himself, I think. I don't think he, like, loses control of the ball, and that's why he fumbles. But I think that's what happens, but we'll have to see what they end up ruling. Kyren Williams has had a little bit of a fumbling problem this year. Fumbled 5 times, lost 3 of them. Hey, you're back. Welcome back. It was called down. Call will stand. Yeah, I would think so. But it's very close because I don't. It doesn't seem like he actually like, loses possession of the ball until he like puts it down. On the, it's weird. But I think this should stand as he was down. I think, but I mean this is tough. But I think it should stand. I think you're right. Give me 1 second. But we wait for them to come back from commercial. Rams lead 24-3. We still wait for them to come back as they review this. The Vikings challenge. 8:47 to go in the third quarter. He was ruled down initially, but hopefully, or not hopefully, but we'll have to see if that stands. I'm saying hopefully because I'm reading about the Bo Nix potential back injury that he played through for like the last third of the year. That's why I'm thinking I'm reading injuries. I'm just saying hopefully he's okay, but obviously hopefully Bo Nix is okay. But the call stands. Vikings lose the challenge and a timeout. 2nd and 12 from the 26. So handoff here to Nakua on the jet sweep, trying to turn the corner, and Nakua slips the tackle, cuts upfield, and gains 5. Actually 7. Yeah, he's definitely down before he loses possession. Kyron Williams, 57 yards and a touchdown. 57 total yards. 41 rushing, 16 receiving. 3rd and 5 for the Rams. 9-play, 58-yard drive so far. They're taking 5:20 off the clock. From the 19, Nakua comes in motion. Stafford with the back to his right. A look to throw. Stafford is pressured and taken down for a sack. Stafford is sacked by the Pro Bowler Van Ginkel, and it brings up 4th down. It's the first sack of the day for the Vikings defense. And they're going to force a Rams field goal on this drive. So yeah, a 44-yard field goal here for Joshua Carty, the rookie. He's made his last 14 straight field goals. Made from 34 already. This one 10 yards further. 44, and his kick is good. 27-3. Rams lead the Vikings with 7:19 to go in the third quarter. There's momentum again. Yeah, I mean, they hold him to 3. I guess that's something for the Vikings. Now, something to note, the Rams, they've actually blown a 27-3 lead in the playoffs before. They blew a 27-3 lead the year they won the Super Bowl against the Buccaneers in the divisional round, I believe that was. They were up 27-3 on the Buccaneers. That was when Brady was still with them. They ended up winning that game 30-27. But just something to note. Yeah, the Rams, they were up 20-3 at the half. They went up 27-3 with a touchdown after halftime. They were up 27-3 with 7:07 to go. And in the Buccaneers, they scored 24 straight. Before they tied it with 42 seconds left, and I remember watching that game. The Rams, right after the Buccaneers tied it, a big pass play to Cooper Kupp got him in field goal range, and they kicked the game-winning field goal as time expired. It's about mid-third quarter, they have the ball now. Now is the time, yeah. If they're going to come back, got to start now. Down 27-3. The Vikings getting the ball back. Held the Rams to a field goal. I mean, it's something positive, at least. But still waiting for them to come back from commercial. Vikings getting the ball back, down by 24. But the kick is away, and it is going to be returned from the 1-yard line. Ty Chandler on the return. Up the sideline, Chandler makes a man miss. Good return here for Chandler. Across the 35-yard line, out of bounds. Near, I believe, the 40. It froze up, so I can't really tell where he is. But a good return for Chandler. Maybe that can jumpstart the Vikings offense. Haven't scored a touchdown, and I believe it's 19 drives. Darnold's been sacked 6 times. They have not scored a touchdown since the third quarter of the game against the Packers. But Darnold and the Vikings offense back onto the field at their own 38. A good return for Chandler. Maybe that can jumpstart the offense. Darnold and shotgun back to his right. Darnold going to hand off. Aaron Jones up the middle. And Jones gains 5 up to the 43. 7:05 to go in the third quarter. Darnold is 14 of 20 for 128 yards, no touchdowns, an interception, lost a fumble, and has been sacked 6 times. Hasn't played his best game. This is the largest deficit of the season for the Vikings, down by 24. 2nd and 5 from the 43. Darnold under center, Addison in motion. Darnold off play action, has time, going to take a shot deep down the field, and that is incomplete. Jefferson the target near the 20-yard line. 3rd and 5. A little bit overthrown for Darnold. There was some contact there, but definitely not enough for a flag. Good no call. 3rd and 5, play clock winding down. Hawkinson comes in motion. They'll get the snap off. Darnold to throw. Has time over the middle, call for a first down. Jalen Naylor makes the catch to the 43-yard line. And a nice conversion there for the Vikings. Obviously, probably going to be 4-down territory, maybe from here on out for the Vikings, unless it's like 4th and 30. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10 from the 43. Darnold and shotgun back to his left. Darnold looks to throw. Tries to set up a screen here for Jones, but he throws too far out in front. Jones can't catch up. And it's 2nd and 10. 21 straight drives without a touchdown this year for the Vikings. Like, that is their active streak. That is the longest streak they've had under Kevin O'Connell. In his 3 years as head coach. Former Rams offensive coordinator. I'm like 99% sure. Second and 10 from the 43. Darnold looks to throw. Darnold pressured, steps up in the pocket, sets his feet, throws downfield. That is caught. No, dropped. Jones had it for a second, took a big hit as he tried to haul that one in. 2nd and 10 here, though. We do have a flag down now. Prior to the pass, we have defensive holding. So that'll give them an automatic first down and 5 yards. Kevin O'Connell, yes, he was offensive coordinator with the Rams right before he took the Vikings head coaching job. In his coaching career, as a quarterback coach with the Browns in 2015, then was with the 49ers in 2016, quarterback coach with the Redskins, or now known as Commanders, in 2017. He was their quarterback coach and passing game coordinator in 2018. Rams, I'll get back to that in a second. Darnold pressure here, rolling to his left. Darnold on the run, throws across the field. Caught by Naylor for first down. Gain of 12. And a first down. Yeah, he was with Washington from 2017 through 2019. Started off their quarterback coach, then worked his way up to offensive coordinator, and with the Rams offensive coordinator in 2020 and 2021, and the Vikings head coach from 2022 through now. Darnold to throw, steps up in the pocket, has time. Underneath that is caught by Hawkinson, makes the catch. Hawkinson towards the end zone, he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Snaps their streak of 21 drives without a touchdown. It is their first touchdown since the third quarter against the Packers. It's a 26-yard catch and run for T.J. Hawkinson, a 6-play, 62-yard drive. Throws a little bit behind T.J. Hawkinson, but a nice catch. And 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions will tie it for the Vikings. They will go for 2. Obviously, that sounds a lot easier said than done, but got to start somewhere. They're going to go for 2 here. The Vikings, they're 0 for 1 on 2-point attempts this season. They're going to force a Ram defender to come off the field for some reason. It's Witherspoon. They're going to force out of the game. But it's a 2-point attempt here for the Vikings. 5:05 to go in the third quarter. Darnold to throw here. Throw to the outside. That is caught by Jefferson, taken down short. And the 2-point conversion is no good. So it's 27-9. And it will stay that way. Rams going to get the ball back. You were flying your rally flag. Well, it worked. Maybe you should keep doing that some more. But it's a 26-yard catch and run for TJ Hawkinson. The Vikings' first touchdown since the third quarter against the Packers. 5:05 to go into third. And you have to start somewhere. Maybe that can start it for the Vikings. It's their longest play from scrimmage. Or ties their longest play. They've had a 26-yard run for Cam Akers. And now this 26-yard catch and run for TJ Hawkinson. Should have kicked it. I'd probably go for 2 from the Vikings. I definitely understand kicking it. But I think I would have gone for it with the yeah, I think I would have gone for 2. I understand kicking it, but yeah. Starting to look more like the team you're used to seeing that drive. Yeah, that was a pretty good drive there for the Vikings. Understandable. Yeah, well, let's think about this for a second. Right now it's a 18-point game, which is a 3-score game still. You could have cut it to a 2-score game with the 2-point conversion, where then it would have been a 16-point game. Extra point would have made it a 15-point game. No, 17-point game, sorry. 27-10. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for 2 in that situation because you take the extra point right there, you're still pretty much in the same spot if you miss the 2-point conversion. So we've got 5:05 to go in the third quarter. Rams lead us in 27-9. The kick here is away. It will be fielded in the end zone for a touchback, and it'll come out to the 30. But the Rams take over with the ball on the 30. Their offense just scored their first touchdown in like 2 games. Defense held the Rams to a field goal on their last drive. Maybe they can continue to build off this. But can't be on any more points right now. Got to make sure you get stops for the Vikings. Matthew Stafford off play action today. He is 7 of 9 for 87 yards and a touchdown. He's played a very good game. 1st and 10 from the 30. Stafford under center. Off play action. Hook the throw. Rolls to his right. Throws underneath. Caught by the tight end Parkinson. And he'll have 7 yards on the catch and run. Play selection for the Rams. 10 run plays, 26 pass plays. Wonder if they'll try to run the ball a little bit more as we get deeper into this game, try to wear out some of this clock. Although, I mean, completions will do the same thing, but obviously a lot more likely of a chance of an incompletion. They go to the ground here. Kyron Williams gets it, cuts up the middle, has a first down. a gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards. Hopefully Sam will get more confidence after that. Yeah, that could help. Kyron Williams like stepped out of his shoe. Stafford tried to fix it for him. He couldn't. He's gonna play with like a shoe halfway on. He was walking weird. I was wondering why he was walking weird. He was trying to like stomp his heel back into his shoe. I still don't think he's fixed it. 1st and 10 here. Off play action. Stafford looks to throw. Has time. Going deep down the field. That is broken up. Almost caught. Had it for a second, but a nice play by Harrison Smith. Hunter Long, the target. And it's 2nd down. That one definitely could have been caught. Kind of goes through his arms. Harrison Smith back there in coverage. It's pretty good coverage and a nice pass breakup. So 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. 3:33 to go in the 3rd quarter. Stafford in shotgun. Nacua in motion. Stafford is going to run it here, and he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was an RPO. He could have handed off up the middle or thrown it to the outside. Didn't like what he saw in either. Then he decided to take off. Definitely not known for his mobility. But he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd and 10. But 3rd and 10, opportunity here for the Vikings to get off the field. The Rams are just 2 of 7 on 3rd downs. They've done a pretty good job avoiding 3rd down. Empty backfield for Stafford. Play clock at 5. Throw the outside, caught by Nacua, and he's going to get taken down right there. Gain of maybe a yard, and the Vikings defense does what they need to do. They got to stop, and they're going to get the ball back with 2.5 left in the 3rd quarter on 4th and 9. So it's 4th and 9. The Vikings nearly blocked a punt before. They look like they're going to come after this one. A lot of guys along the line of scrimmage. They do come after it. The punt is away cleanly. And the punt is going to bounce out of bounds inside the 5. What a punt. The Vikings going to be backed up deep inside their own territory as the punt pins him inside the 5-yard line. What a punt. But the Vikings take over down 27-9 with 2:07 to go in the 3rd quarter. But they're starting to build some momentum here. They forced the Rams field goal, scored their first touchdown in practically 2 games, and then forced a punt. So could they be starting to build something here? But that was a 54-yard punt, bounced out of bounds at the 4-yard line. A great punt there. And the Vikings are backed up deep inside their own territory. But we wait for them to come back from commercial. But we still wait for them to come back from commercial. Let's see if the Vikings can put together back-to-back touchdown drives. They scored a touchdown in their last drive. Their first touchdown in about 8 quarters of play. As they went 6 plays, 62 yards, took 2:14 off the clock. And they got the ball back here at their own 4-yard line. But the Vikings offense back onto the field. From the 4-yard line, Darnold under center. 2:07 left in the third. Darnold tosses this to Aaron Jones to the left side. Jones taken down after getting about 2. Got it to the 6-yard line. Second and 8. Darnold looks to throw from the end zone. Darnold to the outside. That is caught. Addison makes the catch along the sideline. Gain of 7. And brings up 3rd and 1. By the way, Rams defensive back Witherspoon, they forced out of the game before. He's doubtful to return with a leg injury. 3rd and 1 here for the Vikings on their own 13. Darnold under center. Aaron Jones is the back. Play clock winding down. Darnold gonna go quarterback sneak. He's got it. Needed 1, got 2. And a first down for the Vikings. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Darnold under center. Jones is the back. We'll hand off here. Aaron Jones is met at the line of scrimmage and taken down right there. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Don't have to run another play before the quarter ends. Let's see if they will. So let's see. Will they snap this? They got 7 seconds. They're at the line. Darnold under center. Jones is the back. I doubt they snap this. Yeah, they don't snap it. And we head to the fourth quarter. But the Vikings building something. Maybe. They're still down by a lot. It is a 18-point game as we enter the fourth quarter. With the Vikings with the ball. And potentially a chance to come back. Also, comparing this to the 27-3 lead that the Rams had in the divisional round a few years ago against the Buccaneers, it was 27-13 at the end of the third quarter. But the Buccaneers had scored a touchdown with just 12 seconds left in the third quarter. And then they actually didn't score again until there was 3 minutes left. They scored twice inside of the final 3.5 minutes. But definitely doable for the Vikings. Not going to be easy, but it is doable. I don't see why they keep giving it to Jones. I feel like they're having more success with other options like Addison and Hawkinson, or TJ Hawkinson. Yeah. I I get it, but I would probably, or the thinking is, try to run the ball now before the fourth quarter, because you're probably going to be forced to pretty much exclusively throw the ball trying to come back from this lead or this deficit. So That's probably the thinking there. Although, yeah, the Vikings not running the ball too effectively. But we enter the fourth quarter. 27-9 is the score. The Vikings on their own 15-yard line have a 2nd and 10. Darnold has thrown for 187 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. And I definitely think a reason the Vikings are having some more success in this second half, they've been able to protect Sam Darnold a little bit better. He has not taken a sack in the second half after taking 6 in the first half. But they're back from commercial. We start the fourth quarter. Darnold going to look to throw on 2nd and 10. Sets his feet, steps up in the pocket. Darnold going to run. Darnold has a first down and more. Darnold breaks a tackle, slides to the 32-yard line. And a nice scramble there for Darnold. And now we got a flag down. Brian O'Neill, the right tackle, down as well for the Vikings. Hopefully he's okay. And Rams edge rusher Byron Young shaken up. They're going to call a personal foul against the Rams. As Darnold was sliding, he got hit. That's 15 yards on top of the run. Yeah, hopefully the injured players are okay. So I couldn't really tell how hard Darnold got hit. Brian O'Neill took a hit. Didn't see it coming from Jared Verse. A little bit of contact. Darnold takes a shoulder to the head on the slide. That's not very hard. But I was hopefully the injured players are okay. Byron Young, the injured player for the Rams, although he seemed to be able to get off the field. Brian O'Neill, the Vikings right tackle, down in the play. He's struggled today. Hasn't played his best game. Now have to see what the Vikings have to do at right tackle. But yeah, obviously, hopefully the injured players are okay. But we wait for them to come back from commercial. The Vikings the ball. 14:51 to go in the fourth quarter. On their own 47 after a nice scramble for Darnold plus the 15 yards for the personal foul. But we still wait for them to come back from commercial. An 18-point Rams lead early in the fourth quarter. But we still wait for them to come back from commercial. Brian O'Neill able to get up and walk off the field. Glad to see he's okay. A 2021 Pro Bowler. in his 7th NFL season out of Pitt. We've got a new right tackle into the game for the Vikings on their own 47. Darnold looks to throw, thrown down the field that is incomplete, a little too high for Jordan Addison, and it brings up 2nd and 10. Trying to take a shot downfield. Had a chance for it, but just too tall. It's incomplete. Addison tonight been targeted 5 times. He's got 3 of them for 29 yards. 2nd and 10 from the 47. Darnold in shotgun back to his right. Darnold hands off. Here is Jones up the middle, spinning his way to the 49, gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6. Vikings offense tonight. Darnold, a touchdown interception, and a lost fumble that was returned for a touchdown. Jefferson, 58 yards. Addison, 29 yards. 3rd and 6. Darnold to throw. Has time. Darnold downfield. Caught by Hawkins for first down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 9. And they move the sticks on 3rd down. Hawkins, 5 catches for 64 yards and a touchdown. 1st and 10 from the 39. Darnold in shotgun back to his right. They're going to hand this off. Jones up the middle for a yard or 2. Not really sure why they keep trying to run the ball. I mean, you're really not. You haven't had much success doing it yet. I mean, you're in a position where you pretty much need to throw the ball. Jones, 13 carries for 48 yards. 2nd and 8. Brian O'Neill walking to the locker room for the Vikings. Hopefully he's okay. Darnold to throw. Got the 3-man rush. Has time. Darnold going to take a shot. Downfield, incomplete. He wanted Jalen Naylor. It was a tighter window throw with 3 defenders in the area. Gave him a chance, but a little bit too high. And it's 3rd and 8. A little bit behind him as well. Sam Darnold, he's 1 of 4 on throws 20-plus yards down the field. 3rd and 8 from the 38. Actually, the 37. Darnold looks to throw. Has time. Darnold pump fakes. Darnold now gets pressure. Darnold is going to eat another sack. Back at midfield. He just needs to find a way to get rid of the ball. That is the 7th sack of the day for this Rams defense. Can't find anywhere to go with the ball, but... Oh, Jalen Naylor is going wide open. He just cannot be taking these sacks for huge losses like that. Gotta find a way to get rid of it. The Vikings gonna punt here on 4th and 21. The low snap, the punt is away. The Rams were not expecting it. They don't have their punt team out in the field. The punt is... I think a touchback. But I mean, that really hurts the Vikings right there. But I mean, Darnold, he's just got to find a way to get rid of the ball. He's holding the ball for so long. The protection's been better in the second half, but... I mean, that play, he could have... He had a lot of time. He could have rolled to his left. And continued to walk. He can run. He's not a statue in the pocket. But he needs to find a way to be able to not hold the ball, or if he's going to do it, get outside the pocket, use his legs. The punt was a touchback out to the 20. Stafford hands off Kyron Williams up the middle, and he'll gain 2. That's also a big sack on that play because it's a huge loss of 15 yards because you go from probably going for it on 4th and 6 to having to punt on 4th and 21. We got a face mask here against the Vikings. Didn't really see it watching it live, but they showed in a replay there was a face mask. That's a big penalty, gives him 15 yards and automatic first down. Against number 51, Blake Cashman. Yeah, that's a face mask. So, puts the ball on the 37 after the penalty. Stafford under center. And pulls it Williams left side. Makes the cut up the middle. Lots of space for Kyron Williams. First down. Gain of 11 to the 48-yard line. Big pickup there. So, first and 10 here from the 49. Stafford under center. Kyron Williams is the back. From the 49. Their own 49. Another handoff. Williams up the middle. Lots of space. Cutting to the left side. Kyron Williams into the secondary down the sideline. Looks for a cutback lane. Flag flies. He goes down at the 24-yard line. It's a great run if it stands. Let's see. It's a 27-yard pickup. This one's going to come back. Hold against the offense. Backs him up 10. Against the rookie receiver Jordan Winnington. The rookie from Texas. So it's first and 16 after the penalty. It's 10 yards from the spot, so it apparently occurred 4 yards downfield. First and 16 from the 43. 10 minutes, 20 seconds left in this game. Stafford hands off. Williams bounces outside of the right. Actually, this is the Ronnie Rivers for a gain of 5. Another flag flies. Another holding call against the Rams. This is on Davis Allen, who caught the touchdown late in the first half. Yeah, it's a hold. Seven penalties, 80 yards against the Rams. 2 penalties, 20 yards against the Vikings. Stafford under center from the 33. Winnington comes in motion. And another flag down before the snap. We got a false start against the Rams. Jeez. How many flags we going to have? So false start backs him up 5. 4 flags and 5 plays. First and 31. That is not something you see every day. Stafford under center on first and really long. Williams under center. Williams is the back. Stafford under center. Well, toss it Williams right side. Gets a block on the outside, makes a cut, and is stopped after gain of a yard. Actually, they'll give him 2. So it's 2nd and 29. 9.5 to go in the 4th quarter. Vikings have to get a stop here in this set of downs. Second and 29. From the 30. Stafford under center. Williams is the back. Nakua in motion. Another handoff. Williams straight up the middle. And he is chopped down after a gain of 4. So it'll be 3rd and 25. Must get a stop if the Vikings want to have a chance. The Vikings, they were established in 1961. They're the oldest team in the NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL to never win a championship. Also, sorry, just moved my mic. Or tripod. Alright, I fixed it. 3rd and 24. Here for the Rams. Gotta get a stop if you're the Vikings. No dumb penalties either. Handoff, Williams up the middle. For about 5 yards. So it'll be 4th and 19. Vikings get the stop they need. I mean, really, the Rams stopped themselves with all their penalties. They need to do that a couple more times. The Vikings getting the ball back on 4th and 18. They still got a chance, but I think that sack on the last drive by Darnold took might really hurt him. Give me 1 second. The punt is a touchback and will be brought out to the 20. 7:25 to go. We got half the 4th quarter. But seven has to hurt. Yeah. Darnold taking 7 sacks today. 6 in the first half, and better in the second half, but not good enough. I mean, not good either. No way you put it. It's taking 7 sacks in a game good. But we wait for them to come back from commercial. Vikings down by 18 with the ball, about 7 minutes to go. They have 2 timeouts left. It'll be tough for them, but I mean, I really do think that last drive having to punt or choosing to punt, they didn't necessarily have to. They could have tried it, but I think that might hurt them. I mean, also going down 24-3 might hurt too. But we still wait for them to come back from commercial. 7:05 to go in the fourth quarter. Vikings down 27-9. Darnold in shotgun back to his left. Darnold will look to throw. Gonna take a shot. Down the field, incomplete. Addison the target. Brings up 2nd and 10. Vikings right tackle Brian O'Neill is being valued for a potential concussion. Currently in the locker room. Yeah, hopefully he's okay. 2nd and 10 from the 20. Handoff goes to Akers up the middle for 8. I still don't really know why you're running the ball. I'm sure they'll take the 8 yards, but kind of got to really going at a good pace here. Down by 18 with 7 minutes left. Darnold under center. Another run. Akers gains 2. Why are you running the ball? This makes no sense. I mean, running is not going to do you anything. You're only hurting yourself. The Rams, they were 1-4 in their first 5 weeks, but they're 9-3 since their week 6 bye. Been playing very well. From the 30, first down Vikings. And now we got a timeout. The Rams are challenging a spot in the field. They're saying he was short. But, I mean, the Vikings got to stop running the ball and start, like, really pushing it downfield. Not saying force it into tight windows, but you have to. Yeah, I think he's just short. But you have to really start to throw it and, like, go fast. I don't know. You can't be running the ball. It should be, like, all pass plays from here on out. And no, like, screen passes or swing passes, something like that. You gotta, like, consistently be throwing the ball downfield. So the runner did not make the line to gain. It's 4th down. Definitely the right call. He's just short. Obviously, you've got to go for it if you're the Vikings. Have to convert. It's 4th and 1. They put a lot of time back on the clock. About 30 seconds. So 6:56 to go. Darnold in shotgun. The Vikings today, they're 6 of 15 on 3rd down, 0 for 1 on 4th down. Darnold under center. Aaron Jones is the back. Hawkinson comes in motion. Quarterback sneak, got a 1st down. Now they got to go fast. The Vikings, they're not moving with much urgency. They got to go fast. Clock is running, 6:25 to go. Darnold and shotgun back to his left. Darnold looks to throw. Pressure. Darnold spins out of it. Darnold throws to the flat. Caught by Jones. Forced to bounce for loss of 2. The clock will temporarily stop. Now it continues to run. So it's a 2nd and 12. Here for the Vikings. Darnold empty backfield. A look to throw. Darnold pressured, rolls to his right. Darnold on the run. He is going to throw back across the field. Caught. First down. On the run to the 50-yard line before he's finally stopped. Brings up a first down for the Vikings. Nice play there. So we got 5 minutes left from the 50. Darnold looks to throw. Sets up the screen here for Aaron Jones, who will be taken down after getting a 4. There's a flag down on the play. We got an illegal contact against the defense. Or actually, hands to the face, sorry. But it's 5 yards and an automatic first down. So to put the ball on the 45-yard line here for the Vikings, 4:53 to go. Darnold in shotgun back to his left. Addison in motion. Darnold looks to throw. Darnold pressured and going to eat another sack. It's a loss of 10, and it's 2nd and 20. The 8th sack of the day for this Rams defense. I wonder what the NFL record is. I doubt it's 8, but or it's probably like 13, but I just wonder what it is. Darnold looks to throw to the outside that is caught by Neller, who slips and is stopped at the 46-yard line. 4:05 to go in the fourth quarter. It's 3rd and 11. Third and 11. Darnold in shotgun back to his left. Darnold going to look to throw. Pressured over the middle that is caught. First down, Vikings. The 34-yard line, Addison makes the catch. The Rams are saying incomplete, but the clock continues to run. It is caught. By the way, the NFL record for most sacks in a game came back in 1952 when the Eagles had 14 against the Giants. Yeah, this actually is incomplete. It bounces to the ground. They do reverse it. It's now 4th and 11. 3:42 to go in the fourth quarter. Addison's got 3 of his 7 targets for 29 yards. Hasn't been great. Definitely should have caught that one. 4th and 11. Darnold empty backfield. They spread the field, go 5 wide. Chandler in motion. He motions into the backfield, standing to Darnold's left. Darnold looks to throw. Darnold steps up in the pocket and launches one way down the field. It is incomplete. but it's incomplete. He took a shot for Jefferson. That's going to do it here. 3:35 to go. Rams up by 18. It was already a very long shot for the Vikings to come back in the first place. Then I'll turn it over on downs. Rams, they're going to dominate the Vikings, and they'll head to Philly next week because they'll play the Eagles. But it's going to be a 27-9 final score, most likely. A great performance for the Rams. Not their best second half. Not a touchdown, just 3 points in the second half, but a big first half. Ronnie Rivers gets it up the middle here for 3 yards to 49. Today, Justin Jefferson lined up against 8 different defenders, according to Next Gen Stats. The Vikings call a timeout. 3.5 to go. I mean, it's practically not even worth it. But 27-9 is the score, and we really only saw one close game in the first round. That was last night. 2nd and 5, handoff Rivers, cutting to the right side, gaining 2. There's the final timeout for the Vikings. 3:26 to go. But the Rams, they're going to be on their way to face the Eagles. They'll play them next week. Sunday afternoon, I believe. Third and 4. Toss it Rivers left side. Trying to get the edge cut inside. Taking down short. The Vikings are going to get a stop. The Rams will be able to take this inside of 3 minutes. Probably about 3:40 before they'll snap this. So it's 4th and 2. The Rams are going to wind this all the way down and call timeout. But we'll see what the Rams want to do here. So 4th and 7. They'll actually take the delay game. But they'll punt. Vikings will get the ball. Their punter Ethan Evans to punt for the 5th time today, averaging 52 yards per punt. That's pretty good. Punts away. It is out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. With 2:33 to go for the Vikings, 1st and 10. Down by 18. 2:33 to go. Rams up 27-9. Darnold in shotgun, back one to his right. From the 8-yard line, Justin Jefferson has not caught a pass here in the second half. Darnold underneath, caught by Brandon Powell. We're getting 7 up to the 15-yard line. 2:20 to go. From the 15, Darnold looks to throw. Darnold underneath, caught. First down to the 21-yard line. And that brings us to the 2-minute warning. But the Vikings, a great year. They go 14-3 in the regular season. And it's going to be a disappointing exit in the playoffs. But a 14-win team gets the 5 seed, has to go on the road in the playoffs. And they're going to end up losing to the 4 seed as they lose to the Rams. Final score is most likely going to be going to be 27-9. But we wait for them to come back from commercial. 2 minutes left in this game. 14-3, really thought we had it, yeah. I mean, it's good season for the Vikings going 14-3. I mean, it's very rare to see a team win 14 games, end up in the wild card on the road, like end up making the playoffs as a wild card team. But they go 14-3, end up their losses. There's a pattern to them. They lost to the Lions and the Rams, and then at the end of the year they're going to lose to the Lions and the Rams. But yeah, the Vikings, they go 14-3, and now they got some decisions to make. What do you do with Sam Darnold? Do you bring him back? Obviously, he did not end the regular season or the season on a good note. Overall, had a good year. Completed 66% of his passes, 4,300 yards, 35 touchdowns, 12 picks. Doesn't include what he's done today. That's just regular season. But yeah, I mean, you got a big decision to make there. What you want to do at the quarterback spot? You want to keep with him or turn to JJ McCarthy? A lot of decisions for the Vikings. Darnold to throw here. Going to launch one way downfield. And this one is... Wow! Oh, it's almost caught. Incomplete. Addison was the target. But, I mean, this is still a really good Vikings team. You got a lot of talent on this team. You got a great head coach in Kevin O'Connell. Arguably the best receiver in the NFL in Justin Jefferson. A very good number 2 receiver. Pretty good offensive line, although they played awfully today. But then you got a good defense, although there's rumors Brian Flores could be a head coach somewhere next year. But the Vikings, the big thing for them is the quarterback spot. You keep Sam Darnold? I think so. Obviously, you got JJ McCarthy, first-round pick. Definitely be interesting to see what they do there. I didn't watch the second half. Anything happen? Not really. The Rams kicked a field goal. Vikings scored a touchdown. Yeah, not much. Second and 10 from the 21. Darnold in shotgun back to his right. Minute 53 to go. Darnold pump fakes, and sacked again. Darnold goes down, loss of 11. Ninth sack of the day for the Rams. I think I predicted the Vikings to score 27 points. Oh, wow. Did you? Let me look back. Yeah, 27-23. At least you got that part right. I mean, you got the winner right as well. I didn't. Jones to the outside to the 20-yard line. Going to bring up 4th and 11. The Rams 9 sacks today, going to tie a playoff record for most sacks in a playoff game. But I mean, Darnold really needs help there. He's held the ball for way too long. Oh yeah, sorry, I confused myself. Good, thanks for pointing that out. Darnold incomplete. Turnover on downs. 45 seconds left. 9 is pitiful. Yeah, the offense has not been good. I mean, they end the season 2 back-to-back 9-point games. I mean, at least they scored a touchdown this week, but you need the offense to be a lot better. Turnover, sacks hasn't been very good. But you need the offense to play better. You need Sam Darnold to be better. Cannot be taking 9 sacks. Like half of them he runs into or puts himself in a position to be sacked by either running into him or holding the ball for too long. But yeah, got to be a lot better if you're the Vikings. Darnold going to end 25 of 40 for 245 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. And now they got a decision to make. He was projected to get a big contract after the season he's had. Now, the way he ends the year, it is very interesting. You still going to want to give him a big contract? I would say probably not, considering the way he's played in the 2 biggest games of his career. I still think I would bring him back from the Vikings. But, I mean, they do have J.J. McCarthy as well. Lots of options for them. But, final score, Rams 27, Vikings 9. They will advance to play the Eagles next week in the divisional round. See you next week. Okay, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you on a future stream. I'll be streaming every playoff game, the national championship game a week from today for college football. Obviously, next weekend is first. A lot of content on the way. But next week's schedule, we got 4 games. We got the Texans at the Chiefs. That is the first game of the divisional round. That's at 4:30 on Saturday. Then the Commanders and Lions at 8. And then on Sunday, we got the Rams at the Eagles at 3. And then the Ravens at the Bills at 6:30. Boy, am I excited for that game. But a great performance for the Rams, especially in the first half. Stafford throws for 209 and 2 touchdowns. Their defense is great with 9 sacks, and they force 2 turnovers. But the Rams dominate. 9 sacks ties a playoff record. But that's going to do it for today's stream, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like this stream, subscribe, turn notifications. I do my best to post as often as possible. Got a lot of content on the way, but be sure to like this stream, subscribe. Hope you all have a great rest of your day or night. Yeah, and I will see you guys in the next video.